What's up, everybody? Welcome to Fight Court. I am Ryan the Mighty Quinn. Our main host, Dean Thomas, couldn't make it tonight. I'm here with my main woman, Nat Rivera. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm feeling with the purpleness. I have my purple thermo. I have my scarf. It's a
Well,
little
that's
bit cold
pink.
here.
That's a pink
Yeah,
thermos, but that scarf,
it's like
it's
more
going to
like
be blue
lily.
next week.
Yeah,
Where
yeah,
are you in
yeah.
the world that you need a scarf right now?
Well, right now I'm in Lima, Peru, which is getting colder and colder and colder. I kind of envy you because you look like you're in the middle of the desert, like all the summer with the tan. I feel like you're a little bit tan today. Am I
I
right?
am a little bit tan. It was a 3-day weekend. We went away with the family. I was at a cold spring one day, and the next day I was at a beach. Um, but it's funny you say desert. So South Florida is really hot, but it's really humid. So it's not like a desert. It's not like Vegas or anything. Like the humidity is disgusting down here. Um, but yeah, Peru. So so then you're south of the equator, correct?
Exactly, exactly.
That's
So
why it's cold.
right now, yeah, right now here it's definitely getting colder. There's a lot of humidity too here, so everything feels, worse. But yeah, I like my scarf. That's the good thing. I can
Well,
use the
you,
winter clothes.
you know what's not cold is this heartbeat hot sauce that I'm gonna drink tonight for UFC 302 Dustin Poirier's fight. This is the company that sells Dustin Poirier's hot sauce. There wasn't any left. Dustin's stuff was sold out, but this was the hottest stuff I could find. I'm gonna do it here. I'm gonna drink some of it here, as much as I could stomach, and we'll see how
Did
it
you
goes.
order it on the web page?
Yes, on heartbeathotsauce.com.
And that's like the
I
topic,
searched.
the most hot.
Yes, I googled Dustin Poirier's hot sauce and I went from there. And then I saw I took a few minutes to see what the hottest stuff was. I'm pretty sure this is the hottest stuff they have. I hope I'm right. I kind of hope I'm not right too at the same time though, because I don't, this is gonna suck.
Oh
But
man.
all right, so we're gonna get into UFC 302, but something else was announced today that I think we should cover.
Yeah.
Nick Diaz is making his return after nearly 3 years of being out. Actually, it's it'll be 35 months since his last fight with Robbie Lawler.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that against Vincente St. Luke. What do you think, Nat? What's happening with that fight?
Well, definitely it's gonna be for UFC Abu Dhabi, so it's gonna
Mhm.
be in a hostile environment for both of these men, Vicente Luque and Nick Diaz. None of them are locals. People
Mhm.
love Nick Diaz. It's gonna be loved forever. He's one of the legends, one of the true ones. But the last fight was so hard to watch, and I think like we have feel the same, not just the last one, but a couple ones before. So he definitely had a rough journey through MMA, but at the same time, he's a little bit like a martyr. That's how I feel like he is. We see him like that, and he's loved. So it's hard to see him with Vicente Luque. That yeah, he had a hard fight before. He had
Mhm.
this problem in the head, this injury, but he came even stronger. He's one of the best strikers in the division. I mean, my heart is gonna be, I have to just hold it during that fight. We know it's gonna go like that.
You know, it's a safe fight for him, I think. Vincente Luque, he's shown to be what's the word I'm looking for? Like he shows some frustration in the cage, so to speak. Not like, but like he shows that when things aren't going his way, he doesn't adjust the game plan very well. And against somebody like Nick Diaz, who just could keep that volume up with those awkward strikes all night long, he's got a chance there to score some points in the striking game, and he's got a chance to stay safe. So I mean, and he's so awkward. Like if he's keeping up with his jujitsu, he's tricky against the fence and on the ground. It's an interesting fight. The Diaz brothers, as far as like their output, seems to stand the test of time, so to speak. So I mean, I'm always interested in Nate Diaz fight and Nick Diaz fight and a Nate Diaz fight for that matter. I did not see what weight class it's going to be at though. Did they say what weight class it's going to be at?
I'm gonna check it right now. Let me
Uh huh.
give it a check. So it's gonna be in welter.
It is at
welterweight.
170. Well, for now,
Yeah,
we'll see.
yeah. Well, for
What's
now,
the
yeah,
over
for
under that
now,
he weighs in within 10 pounds? Um,
yeah.
but, yeah, no, I mean, it's great, but that's in August, so that's something to
But
look
Nicky
forward
is,
to.
I mean, he it's hard, it's hard. He comes from like a really bad streak, as you said,
Yeah,
he hasn't fight since September of 21. He's 40 now. I mean,
mhm.
it's I don't know. What can we say? I
Yeah,
just want to be
what can we say?
positive, I want to be
Mhm,
positive because he's just lovable, you know. But we
mhm.
have a Vicente Luque, 8 years younger, had a rough time. He has lost three out of his last four, but still, with Rafael dos Anjos, he made an impressive performance there.
Yes, he did.
Mixing up greatly the striking with the wrestling.
Mhm.
So and against the ex champ. So I feel it's going to be hard, and especially because of the last fight of Nick Diaz.
Yeah, okay. So we got something to look forward to later this summer, but this weekend, we got a lot to look forward to. Let's start with the co-main event. Paulo Acosta, versus Sean Strickland. I saw Paulo was throwing out the first pitch at the Mets game. The Mets are not doing very good right now. Um, hope it doesn't rub off on him going into the fight rather. Uh, I don't know. I mean, it's going to be a great, entertaining fight regardless. There's going to be some emotions there. There's going to be some pettiness at sides. Um, I mean, Sean Strickland I think that he's got to find a way to annoy people with his jab in order to win. I thought he won the last fight, but I wasn't pissing and moaning when they didn't give him the decision because he didn't do enough on in those middle rounds. So I was like, I know what they're scoring, and he didn't win that fight according to them. If I were scoring the fight, I would give it to him. But I think that's the case. Paulo's pretty big. It's gonna be kind of hard to establish that annoying jab that I'm talking about, but he could do it. He did it against Izzy. He could do it against anybody. I think Paulo should try to just overwhelm him with a little activity, moving his head, just throwing punches with his head movement to annoy him back. And try. It's whoever could punch with the other person who's going to score and win that fight. I think the grappling is going to get canceled out, so to speak. I think that we're going to see some banging. If the fight does go to the ground, it's going to be boring till it comes back up. That's what is your take on the fight?
Well, I definitely think this is going to be a promising fight. The fact that it's 5 rounds, I think it changed all the panorama, because if it would be a 3 round fight, then it would be definitely, more close. I feel like of course, Paulo Costa have a really big hand. He just has so much power, 11 knockouts in his 13 or 14 wins. That is a lot. I think he
Mhm,
puts pressure, and he's also, he has a chin. He's not easy to finish, and he has just three losses, just one finish by knockout. He's never been submitted because he's, of course, a fighter that is willing to exchange on the feet. That is going to be fun. They both are willing to exchange on the feet and keep the fight standing, which makes it, at least for me, in my taste, it's more impressive. And the fact that it's going to be 5 rounds is definitely a big advantage for Strickland, that has the advantage in the cardio. I think that we could see a Paulo fading after the third round, maybe fourth round. I don't think he would be finished because he has a chin, because he has a heart, because he's durable. I'm looking at the lines. Strickland is minus 240 and Paulo Costa is plus 200. So it's, I think the lines are correct. It's more likely Strickland winning with that jab, with the boxing, with the pressure that he puts, with the volume that he has, the advantage definitely in the volume. It would be cool to see a surprise also, a finish, but I think this fight could go to decision. And for me, it's more likely that Sean Strickland wins it.
I forgot that it's a 5-round fight, and, has Paulo ever been in a 5-round fight?
Let me double check, but I think yes, with Vettori, and he lost that one. They were
Okay.
they were Yeah, where they were the main fight in a UFC Fight Night in 2021, and that's all because all his first one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine fights ended in the first round. So yeah, he has
Hmm.
just one experience of 5 rounds, and he didn't. Well, with Vettori also, who is a wrestler.
Yeah, yeah. Strickland, the cardio definitely favors. That's going to be interesting to see. Interesting to see how Paulo holds up in those championship rounds. I didn't even think of that. I'll be really looking forward to that. Especially if he's winning or losing the fight for that matter. How does he handle those rounds 4 and 5? Something to look forward to. But
Do you
all
think
right.
that? Do you think that Costa could land the power shot, which is always a
Yeah,
probability with him?
I think he can land power shots. I think putting Strickland away is be a tall task. I think that he could land. I think he could stumble Strickland, but I think Strickland will recover. It depends how he capitalizes. I don't think that I don't if I had to bet the house, I don't think he can knock out Sean Strickland. I think that he can land the power shots. I don't think that he has that follow up uh, technique with a power shot to a kick, power shot to another power shot. I can see him landing a power shot and seeing what happened. And against somebody like Sean Strickland, who's in good shape, he's going to recover within that, where he's not going to get finished. I mean, he'll take some punishment, but he won't get finished. Yeah, I don't see the fight ending with a finish for Paulo. I think if there's gonna be a finish, it's gonna be for Strickland because
Yeah.
Paulo gets fatigued. But then again, that's if Paulo gets fatigued. I've never seen him in a 5 round fight. Um, Now, if whoever wins this, do they get a title shot? What do you think?
I think this is a really important one for both of them. It would make sense that if Sean Strickland wins this one, he could get a rematch. It would make sense because Duplessis doesn't have any fight book, right? No, I'm
Hmm.
checking and he doesn't have anything. And well, Paulo comes from a loss, against Whitaker, which wasn't, everybody was expecting him to win that one and keep escalating in the rankings and getting closer to the title shot. So, and I think, like, I don't know what you feel, but I think he's not in exactly great terms with the UFC. So I feel like it's an important fight for both of them,
Hmm.
title shot or just relationship with the promotion.
Yeah, the loss hurts. The loss to Whitaker hurts him for sure. I don't know. I think that if Whitaker stays healthy, I think that keeps Acosta out of the title picture. But I think if he wins impressively, it might put him in there. I think if Strickland wins, he's getting his rematch with Duplessis. But uh, yeah, it's funny. MMA math, it doesn't add up. That's what it comes down to when it comes to those rankings. It's like college football for you American fans here. But
Yeah, but definitely a
all
Costa
right, let's move
winning.
on to the main event.
Yeah, no, just to close that, Costa winning, it would make sense also to give him a title shot that he has never had also.
Hmm. Yeah, it's new blood. That's what I was thinking. It's new blood. That's why it would be good. So let's get into that main event. We got
Yep.
Dustin Poirier, everyone's favorite, against Islam Makhachev, just steamrolling right now. Um, Arguably pound best fighter in the world, which makes this all the more of a theme. What do you got on this one, Nat?
This as a bet, I'm being honest,
No, anything,
I would
anything.
put
Sure.
yeah, I'm talking like in my gambling aspect, I would put a couple of dollars. Well, here is soles. That's what our change is in Poirier because it's plus 500, you know,
Wow, he's
and
that heavy
Poirier
of
is
a.
just, yeah, he's super heavy underdog. So I think it's an opportunity in gambling because he has the advantage in the boxing. He has power. He has knocked out people. Makachev has been knocked out before, not a lot of times, definitely, but you know that chin is not impossible to knock out, and he's just great in every aspect. But
Mhm,
I think Makachev, he's just evolving his game constantly. It's beautiful to see how he evolves his game, how better how good he's getting at more technical striking, how he mixes up his striking with aggressive grappling and dominant grappling that characterizes him as a fighter. And I think he has a really big IQ of fighting. Now, for me, something really important that I um, analyzed in his fight with Volkanovski in the first one, where he didn't have Khabib in his corner, is that he was a little bit lost. He was in a hostile territory as well because they were in Australia, but he was lacking the coach that was giving him the cue and what to
Mhm.
do. But then after he recovered, you know. So I don't know if Habib is going to be in his corner this time. I know
He
that
is.
they
They
have been
announced he will be. He will be.
yeah. So having Habib's eyes outside of the octagon, I think it's a game changer for Makachev. So and also he knows really well Poirier's game because they fought already. So
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, I think the lines are kind of correct, but it's too punished for Poirier, though. I think.
I know everyone's talking about the Habib fight with this now. I know to me, this is how I see it. I know everyone in the media is trying to bring up Makhachev to be the next Habib. I don't think he is the next Habib. I think the Habib is better, was better. Um, and I do know I trained with Dustin extensively for the Habib fight, and I remember immediately after, not that they were training, but there was some drilling and talk after, like where we went wrong, and there was some adjustments made to fight that opponent immediately following the Habib fight for Dustin. Now, actually, Conor McGregor brought this up, and I was really surprised that he was the only one to bring this up. Makhachev's only loss was to a fighter who actually was training with us at American Top Team, Adriano Martins. It was a check
Mhm.
right hook from a southpaw, which Dustin could throw really well. Dustin's a southpaw. Now, in instances like this, in fights like this, I've been I've been victim to. I've been in fights with where I was the better, well-rounded mixed martial artist, but I couldn't get past someone striking. Like their striking was better than mine, and I couldn't I had to strike with them. Like they were able to set those traps, keep that distance, and they brought me into their game. I couldn't bring it anywhere else. The wrestling, the jiu-jitsu, the power punching. And I think that Dustin offers that in this environment against the Makhachev. Now, I also think though that whatever happens in the first 3 minutes is going to tell what happens throughout the fight, one way or the other. But nobody sets traps better than Dustin Poirier, especially against somebody who's not a true striker. Like Gaethje, yeah, actually Gaethje's not really a true striker, but he's got really good strike. He's a he's a natural, but he's got obviously developed striking. Um, so when it comes to Makhachev here, I think that if Dustin can keep the fight in the middle and not let Makhachev put him on his heels, where he's going to give up takedowns against the fence or get a head kick set up on him, or even a body kick set up on him, I think that he can make a boxing match and create angles where he could set those traps to create those counter punches, those counter offensive punches, and he could really score on him until he wears him down and wins 3 rounds or knocks him out. That's what I think. I think that we're gonna have to see some of that. Oh, though I think Dustin should start. I'm not saying come hot out the gate, but maybe start a little bit faster than traditionally he has in the past to pull this off. I think he should try to win that round one. Not that he has. He's won the last couple round ones, but oh no, he didn't win the last round one. But I don't think he should he should try to gain his not his IQ, gain his data, so to speak, in that first round like he has in the past. I think he should try to win that round one, keep the fight in the middle, get his damage to try to fatigue the fighter for the later round and score some knockouts. So let's
Yeah,
see. I'm
I
pulling
think
for
that
you,
I think
man. Let's make it happen.
yeah, I think definitely it's going to be massive.
Go ahead.
If he can keep. Oh, I think I froze. Do you hear me there?
I hear you now. I hear you.
Ah, okay, okay. Now I was saying
You froze
it's
again.
it's gonna. Oh
Now you're good.
shit,
Now you're
my
good.
internet. Okay, cool. So what I
You're
was
good.
saying is
You're good.
that it's
Mhm.
it's definitely gonna be super important that he just defends those takedown attempts. But the question of the $1 million, Ryan Deere, is Poirier going for the guillotine? because after the last fight, I mean, everybody was just, please stop, please stop, please stop. And he's just, you have trained with him, you know him. I mean, he looks like he's stubborn, but at the same time, he knows what he's doing. So it's, you have mixed emotions.
Well, Dustin likes to have fun in there, and I think he still is going to want to have fun in there, regardless of what's going on, the chat around him. That being said, I don't think we're going to see a guillotine at the same volume we saw the last one. I think there might be an attempt or two in there, but I don't think at the same volume that we saw in his last fight. So, but speaking of choking, let's get to it.
Oh
Scorpion,
man, it's the
heartbeat
time.
hot sauce.
That is the name, Scorpion.
It's Scorpion.
Oh, Scorpion.
Oh, there's a
Jesus.
there's a lid on it.
Can you show it can you
Whew.
can you show it to the camera? I want to see it like closely.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh my God. Oh, this is gonna hurt to see.
Oh,
Scorpion, right there.
Scorpion.
Dustin Poirier. Wow.
Oh, hurts my nostrils already.
Oh my God.
If you
Oh
think I'm
my
just doing
God.
this for the clickbait, you're absolutely right.
You're literally like drinking all what you can. Oh man. Wow. No. Jesus. Are you drinking that?
Woo! I don't know.
Oh my God. Drink some water. Yeah, you have to
Oh
drink
my
some
God.
water, please.
I'm totally gonna throw that up.
Please.
Ugh.
Oh.
That was like a shot's
How
worth.
does it how
I
does it
can't.
say you're gonna have hiccups? You're gonna have hiccups all the night until tomorrow.
I still got some on my face.
Jeez. Yeah, I can see a little bit red. Does it have a taste? Does it
I
even
don't
have a
know.
taste, or it's just pure? It's pure madness, pure
I think I put too
hotness.
much in. It's all hot. I can't taste anything else right now.
Oh my God. This is the beautiful moments of Fight Court. This is the moments that you're going
Oh
to
shit!
save forever. Forever in your life. You'll never forget this. Thank you,
I didn't even
Dustin.
get that much
Thank
down.
you.
Like I only got like that much from the lid.
Nothing.
Woo.
And that's it? You're going to stop there? Come on.
Yeah, you want some?
No way. Impossible. I can't even eat ceviche with sauce, with spice. So no.
Whew. Holy moly, that still sucks. I need some yogurt or something.
Yeah, you have to drink
Ugh.
milk.
It's like lodged in the
Wow.
back of my tongue.
You're gonna you have to try that with some hamburgers or something to have the taste, because that's pure spice.
Cheese. All right. I think Fight Court's adjourned. Thank you, Nat. Peace.